Testing. Test.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost the traction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 694th edition of TSR Primetime. We are live in Las Vegas. That is right. We are live in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it all started. First things first, I hope everyone had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you guys coast to coast. I know you guys on the East Coast, it's just looks like it's about 8:15 out there. But for everyone out there, listen, hopefully you guys traveled safely. Hopefully you guys are, taking measures to make sure that we're not exposing ourselves to unnecessary risk. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Dev and I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. Went down, ate at a restaurant. We looked at their Thanksgiving-inspired menu, and we decided, let's do the steak and mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. So that was our that was our traditional, non-traditional Thanksgiving dinner. So hopefully everyone had a very, very good Thanksgiving. Shout out to the Sharpe Stream squad. I do not have that up. I'm going to have Devin. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't have that one up either. I'm only looking at one screen. So shout out to you guys for that. Oh, by the way, tonight's show is going to be relatively short. And the reason for that is because tonight's show is more or less a preamble. Because at exactly 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, I will be joined right here in studio by the incomparable Coach Greg Adams. That's right. Greg Adams and I are going to be live in studio. We're going to be doing a very special TSR late night. And what we're going to be doing is he's going to answer all of the questions that he wasn't able to answer when he and I were live out in Philly. There were so many questions that came in for Coach Greg Adams that not only that, like there are a lot of questions, there's no doubt about it, but he and I have such great chemistry. We always have such good dialogue. I think we answered like 6 questions. I mean, I'm probably exaggerating, but we didn't answer nearly as many as I wanted us to answer. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. Answered 6, maybe 10 questions. It was wonderful. It was a great episode. And so, I came out here to Vegas and Coach hits me up. He's like, "Hey, Donovan, I'm going to be in Vegas too." And I'm like, "All right, well, let me know when you're going to be out here." I guess he's out here visiting friends and family. I think he's probably scouting the area for some real estate or something that he said. I don't know if I should be saying that on the air, but sorry about that, Coach. But yeah, he's out here for business as well as pleasure. But and because of that, I didn't think that I was going to hear from him because, dude, I've been busy the entire time I've been down here, man. It's been a good kind of busy. Listen, Womanese Volume 3 is completely done. Post-production, all I have to do is upload the course and hit the green button. I've been busy. I figured Greg Adams would be just as busy, but as soon as he landed, he's like, "Yo, I'm about to go live on the air now. When do you want to do a show?" I was like, "Yo, let's do it Thanksgiving night, 7 o'clock, 10 Eastern." He said, "All right, cool." So I shot him the address to the hotel that we are staying at, and he will be here. He'll be here in about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna cut the show a little bit short. Probably go for about another half an hour or so I can move some things around. I brought an extra mic just in case he were to come in. Wouldn't you know it? He's gonna be here. So very much looking forward to hanging out with Coach Greg Adams. It's interesting, man. We will have done a show on the East Coast and now on the West Coast. So this is CGA and Donovan coast to coast. So very, very much looking forward to that. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to my guys in the chat. We are going to get to tonight's topic here very, very shortly. Crimson Lano, first in the building, first to break the tape. Tricky Trini says, "Why am I standing in the grocery store dancing in line? Why grocery line dancing to the theme song?" Yeah, that's interesting. Listen, we all have our quirks, right? I greatly appreciate that. Avid Hiker seems to be doing well. Jeepers Creepers, interesting screen name there. BK from the Rockies, as usual, is in the house. Yes, Dev says, yes, the service was, oh my God, the service, dude, okay. So we sit down to eat. I don't know how many people came to our table. Like, dude, honestly, there were probably 6 or 7 people that came to our table. We had one dude was our main waiter. He was bringing us the drinks and the bread and all this other kind of stuff. But one dude brought Devin's appetizers, and then another lady brought out mine, right? Then there was somebody else who came by. I think it was an Asian. I think it was like a Pacific Islander. He kept coming around and asking us how things were. Then we're sitting there. The freaking head chef comes out, introduces himself, asks us how we're enjoying the facility, the meal, and we're like, "Yeah, this is great." So we're like, okay, this is Thanksgiving. Maybe they're doing this with everybody. No, he didn't go and see anyone else. So my guess is that maybe, I don't know. Listen, man, maybe the hotel put the word out. They said, "Yo, this dude that just walked up in here, he's thinking about doing a conference here. He's thinking about doing a conference here. They already took him on the tour. He seems very interested. Let's make sure we treat him with a level of, I don't want to say reverence, but dude, they treated us well. This is, honestly, man, this was the best service I've ever had at any restaurant. At any restaurant. It was unbelievable. I have never been afforded that kind of service. It was amazing. I left him a huge tip. I was like, "Dude, spread this throughout you guys, man." It was It was incredible. It was incredible. But listen, great meal. Dude, we have leftovers for days. Not only that, the chef gave us he gave us a free, I forgot what it was called, but it was some sort of side dish or some sort of appetizer, compliments of the chef. For dessert, we had like this miniature pumpkin pie and pecan ice cream, which was awesome. They bought out a slice of this banana cream pie that's like 3 feet high. We're like, we didn't order that. They're like, nope, that's compliments of the chef. I'm like, dude, like, is somebody trying to, like, I thought, wait a minute, is somebody trying to poison me? Does somebody know that I'm here? The only thing I can think of in terms of explaining that behavior is quite simply, maybe I think they just put the word out. Hey, man, this guy up in room number whatever, I don't even know what the room number we're in. This guy up in room number whatever, he wants to do an event here, and he's already been on the tour, and he looks interested. Let's make sure we treat him with respect. And that's what I plan to do. That's what I plan to do. If I do decide to make this my base of operations as far as my events for the future goes, it's always very, very important. And Hotep Jesus explained this on the 6th the other night. It is extremely important. It is absolutely paramount that you build good, solid relationships with the people who serve you, right? And I say, and this isn't something that I often talk about, but you have to treat people in the service industry. They have a thankless job. They really do, man. These people that work in here, they're busting their asses, man. Anything we need, they're bringing it right to us. Dude, everybody is busting their ass, man. This is why you got to treat people who serve you well. You have to treat them well, man. I have never, ever been one to be just the unruly customer just because, okay, so I've been blessed a little bit, in my pockets. That doesn't give me reason to just all of a sudden think that I'm better. No, man. Like, I worked my ass off to get to this point. That doesn't mean, then listen, I've waited tables before, right? Like, dude, I've been a busboy. I've cleaned toilets. I've taken out garbage. I've been a janitor before. So I understand, dude. I sold newspapers on the side of the road when I was a kid. Like, I know what it's like to work hard. And I think that's probably why I'll never, ever take for granted. There are some people who never have to get their hands dirty. And that's not their fault. Some people are just born into better circumstances, but they never really have to struggle. They never really have to overcome anything. They probably never cleaned a toilet in their life. They've never had a blue collar job, Miss Michaela Pink. Never had to work, never had to really, really work hard. So that when they come to places like this, they just kind of take for granted that, okay, these people are here because they want to be and doing this because they want to be doing it. No, nobody wants to be cleaning toilets at a resort. Nobody wants to be a concierge. Nobody wants to be a busboy. Nobody wants to do that, but they're doing this obviously to support themselves, their families, etc. And they all do it and everyone here has just been fantastic. They've been fantastic. So guys, listen, man, if you're blessed financially, listen, man, do yourself a favor. Tip the people who serve you well, right? Like, dude, if somebody gives you good customer service, throw a little extra on the tip, man. If a bartender is yucking it up with you and you have good rapport with the bartender and your glass is never empty, throw a little extra on that tip, man. If you have a cleaning lady who makes it her job to make sure this place looks absolutely flawless every day, give her a 5 or 10 every time out, man. Because like I said, dude, people in the service industry, they have a thankless job. And everyone here has been over the top incredible. It's been over the top incredible. Now, at some point, I am going to have to reveal where this is because after I have my first event, I know word is going to get out where this is at, right? No problem. I'm gonna have hired bodyguards, off-duty Vegas cops, and all that good stuff. So if anybody wants to try any funny business, be my guest. But this place has been nothing. We've been here we got in Friday night. I'm going to count on my fingers here. No, we got here Monday evening. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've been here 3 nights. And this has been spectacular. I cannot believe the level of service we are being afforded here. It's just been incredible. It's crazy. It's crazy. Stephen Ortiz with a $5 super chat says, how do I get Womanese Volume 3 after I paid for Game 50? I will be sending everyone's coupons when the course launches. The course will launch officially tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That is when Womanese Volume 3 will be open for enrollment. You'll have your coupons. You'll have your coupons probably 9:30, somewhere around there, and everyone will get an individual one-time use code. Okay, I'm not sending out one code for everyone to use 100. No. You are getting an individualized, personalized code specifically for you to use on Womanese Volume 3. So yeah, don't worry about that, Mr. Ortiz. That will be in your inbox bright and early tomorrow. And I do realize that I am out here on the West Coast. So 10 a.m. Eastern means 7 a.m. Pacific. So I'm gonna have to turn in tonight early. I'll probably, let's see, Greg Adams. We'll probably go from 7 to 8:30 tonight. I'll need to be in bed by 10, probably up by 4, maybe 4:30. I don't want to sleep past 5 o'clock in the morning, but yes, you will absolutely positively get your coupons. My game, my Game 50 guys, and also my my Fit Test Compendium guys. You guys are getting $300 coupons. So, how to master the game video versions. You guys are going to get your $250 coupons. My Fit Test Compendium guys. You guys are going to be getting your $300 coupons in your inboxes tomorrow before the course enrollment launch. The course is fantastic, guys. It is absolutely the best thing I've ever done. I probably spent somewhere north of $40,000 putting this course together. Hired a professional photographer, professional video guy. Everything is going to be top notch. You guys have already seen a little piece of what's going on, and I have now seen and consumed the entire course. It's going to blow everybody. This is going to blow you guys away. It's going to blow you guys away. There is nothing like this anywhere. There is positively nothing like this. And listen, you can search the internet far and wide. You type into Google what she says versus what she means, and you're going to get the BS statements like what she says, I'm okay. What she means, I am not okay. No. It's not that kind of party here at TSR Towers. Okay? I give you the raw and unfiltered truth about what women really say when they are communicating with you within the context of a sexual interaction / relationship, etc. I'm not doing the whole, politically correct. What she says, I'll be there in a minute. What she means is have a seat up. No. It ain't none of that stuff. It is not any of that stuff. Yes, absolutely. I invested $40,000. Crimson Lano, you asked me about the price one more time. I'm going to ban you. If you want to know what the price of enrollment is, tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. I'll be more than happy to reveal the price. But until then, that is staying under wraps until the course is and here's the thing. I haven't decided on the price yet. I haven't decided on it yet. As soon as the course gets done uploading, I'll do some math. We'll figure it out from there. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. Oh, I was just going to say something about Red Pill. Yeah, Red Pill Mike in the chat says, people who don't tip good in the service industry are basically treating the industry like servants instead of being thankful someone is being paid to help you without question. I've never, because I was talking to Dev about this at dinner. I remember, and I'll get to the topic, guys, I promise, because I know I like to talk, so I kind of talk for a living. But when I was younger, when I was 16, 17 years old, I worked at Taco Bell. I worked at Blockbuster Video back when they were around. I did a short stint at McDonald's. I worked at Finish Line when I was in college. It was every single job I had, at least with retail, the one underlying theme was we have to provide good customer service. Customer service. You have to give, and I remember thinking, okay, I get it, good customer service. I understand. I was like, why the hell are they so worried about customer service? Well, here I am now, what was I, 18, 19, 20, 25 years later, now I get it. I totally understand the importance of customer service, because when you get bad customer service, it sucks, dude. And when you get great customer service, it's freaking fantastic. It's fantastic. So CDog397 says, congrats on reaching 100,000 subs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I invested, and guys, I spared no expense, man. I flew out my cameraman. I flew out my models. I flew them all out first class. Put them up in top-notch accommodations, hired a driver to pick them up, a Cadillac Escalade, big black SUV, gave them the movie star treatment. My driver met them at the airport, picked them up, took them wherever they wanted to go, to and from the studio. I had a makeup girl. It really was, it was a fantastic environment. The girls absolutely loved it. My cameraman, Blake, he works for Terrence Pop, the best in the business. The best in, like, this guy he's an alien. He's an alien. I just hope he doesn't keel over and die or gets a job somewhere else, because I would really, really, really be hurting. Like, I would really, really be hurting, man. It's like, this guy is insane. He's insane. He's good. I didn't pay him enough. I'll tell you this. I had to raise his fee by 50%. We agreed on a figure to do the course, right? About halfway through the course, I took him aside. I said, look, Blake, I think you got a bad deal here. So I'm going to give you 50% more than what I had originally planned. Again, if somebody's good, I overpay my tattoo artist, right? I got a tattoo guy back home in Philly. I can give him a call. The guy charges $175 an hour to do in-home tattoos. I give him $400 an hour. Why? Because I want to know that when I call him and say, hey, I need some work done, he's there at my house the same day or the next day. This is what you got to do. That's what it is. Nate Dogg, 1991, with the $5 super chat, says, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Thankful to be a part of the Sharpe community. Stay safe. Congrats on hitting 100K, Donovan. Thank you guys very, very much for that. Thank you guys very, very much for that. So, in yesterday's video, I talked about six reasons, 6 signs a woman, your girlfriend, F-buddy, or even wife, is trying to trap you with a kid. I'm not going to go through all 6. If you want to know what those 6 are, go back and watch the video from yesterday, 6 signs she'll try to trap you with a kid. And as important as it is to know the signs that a woman is trying to trap you with a kid, it is equally important, if not more important, to know how she will attempt to do it. Right? Well, we got the signs. Now we've got the why. Now we need to know the how. So without further ado, here are the 3 main reasons. Here are the 3 main ways a female will try to trap you with a kid. Number 1, she tells you she's allergic to condoms. This is one, guys, listen, this is one of the oldest tricks in the book. And listen, women still pull this BS on dudes, and dudes still fall for it. They still fall for it and then wonder why they have 5 baby mamas. Now, I'm 43 years old, okay? And when I was a kid, I can remember and I was talking to Dev about this the other day too. I can remember from K through 12, maybe 3 kids, max, who had food allergies, right? 1 or 2 kids my entire elementary career. Okay, Mikey's allergic to, shellfish. You don't eat shellfish in elementary school. Patrick is allergic to, I don't know, whatever. It was always 1 or 2 kids that you knew had allergies, but by and large, everybody was healthy all the time, right? Now I went to 3 high schools when I was a kid. I think I went to like 6 or 7 elementary schools as a kid. But these days, every kid has every allergy, guys. And most of the time, it's BS. You want to know why it's BS? Because crappy moms just want to make up maladies for their kids to make people think that she's a good mom by being vigilant about Junior's severe allergy to water. Well, guess what, guys? Those parents are in that same generation. They're in that same generation of girls who made up those allergies. The girl who makes up her son's allergy to water comes from exactly the same generation of the girl who will make up an allergy to latex. Then when you tell her you have a lambskin condom, they say, well, they're allergic to that too. Any idiot who falls for the I'm allergic to condoms trick deserves to knock up a chick and be financially hamstrung for 18 years. Because you want to know something? Deep down, he knew she was full of it. He knew she was. He just wanted a reason to raw dog her without taking responsibility or admitting fault. The second way, these chicks out here, as Jeepers Creepers says, I don't get pregnant. Yeah, right. Little foreshadowing there. Number 2, she proactively tells you she is on birth control. She's on birth control. Again, I say proactively because women, here's the thing, guys. Women know that men of value are extremely conscious, or rather cautious, about not getting women pregnant. So if she wants you to shoot your loads in her, she's going to tell you, hey, I'm on birth control. Don't worry about it. No, worry about it. Especially if you just started smashing her. Look, guys, STDs and pregnancies are 2 of the biggest risks when it comes to pounding women raw. Even if she's clean, guys, guess what? You can still knock her up. So if one risk is gone, the other is pregnant. And listen, gun to my head, arm to my head, I'll take chlamydia over 18 years of child support. Yo, give me chlamydia, give me gonorrhea, give me syphilis, give me all of that. I'd rather have all of that than be hamstrung with a kid. The one reason a woman tells you unprovoked, and again, unprovoked, proactively tells you that she's on birth control is to encourage you to smash her without a condom. And the two reasons why they want you to raw dog them is either they like the feeling of condomless sex, which makes all the sense in the world because, let's face it, unprotected sex feels better to everybody, or she wants you to get her pregnant, or a lot of times both. Beware of the woman who proactively tells you she's on birth control. Gentlemen, she is doing this to give you a false sense of security. And I'll tell you a quick story. I'll tell you a quick story. And I actually talked about this chick. A while back, and I think it was in one of my edited videos. I don't know. It's back on my home computer. Long story short, this is such a long story. If you guys want to know more detail, I forget what the video is named, but it was recent, like within the last 2 months, how I almost got trapped with a kid. I was dating this dude, Mexican girl. She was a freaking smoke show. No, it wasn't Chrissy. It was another girl, and oh my God, I don't want to get into it, but the long and the short of it is that we started seeing each other and we really liked each other, and she wanted me to stop using condoms. I said, oh no, I will do no such thing. She says, don't you trust me? I said, I don't trust anybody. I'm not trying to have a kid. Well, I don't want to get pregnant. Doesn't mean you go. Okay, you don't want to get pregnant. Well, I don't want to get you pregnant, but if we have condomless sex, you're going to get pregnant. Well, I could just take the pill. I said, yeah, and then you could just one day forget to take the pill. She's like, you still don't trust me? I said, listen, sweetheart, I don't trust anybody. So she dropped it, right? So she comes and picks me up. She says, I have a surprise for you. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's the surprise? She's like, I'll tell you when we get there. I'm thinking she's taking me to the mall or taking me to, Fazoli's, or because she knows I like their breadsticks, whatever the case may be. We pull up to this doctor's office, right? I'm like, what are we doing here? She says, I'm going on the shot, okay? And I want you to see the doctor administer the shot, the depot shot. Now, guys, I didn't see this coming, okay? Like, I've had girls try to convince me to smash them raw. Nothing ever worked. Nothing. Even girls who would say, hey, listen, I'll go on the shot, never believed him. No. Christiana actually took me to the doctor's office. I said, listen, now here's the thing. So after she told me, she's like, I'm going to go on the shot, and every time I come here, every 90 days or 3 months or whatever, you're going to come with me. You're going to watch the doctor administer, watch the plunger go down, and all this other kind of stuff. She's like, will that convince you? Now, here's the thing. When I told her no, something in my body language told her that I was thinking about the offer. She picked up on this immediately. So when I told her, nope, we're not doing this. She said, okay, no problem. I'm still going to go in there and do it anyway. And if you change your mind, listen, take your time. If we never have unprotected sex, that's fine. Just understand, this is what I'm doing. So she says, do you want to come in? It's like, yeah, I'll come on in. So we go into the doctor's office. She gives them, HIPAA compliance or whatever. Yes, you can tell Donovan, blah, 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 blah. He can be in the same room with me and all this other kind of stuff. So the doctor's going through all of the, telling her and telling me all of the things that are going on. And her name was Christiana. I think that is her real name. I think in the other video, I think I gave her a pseudonymous name just to sort of protect her identity. But whatever, it is what it is. And so I'm asking more questions than she is. And the doctor's answering all the questions. And sure enough, he gives her the needle, right? Gives her the needle. I'm asking doctor, hey, listen, how long does it take to take effect? He said, usually, well, he told me anywhere between 5 and 7 days. Sometimes it can take 10 to 14. I was not taking any chances, right? And so I think it was like on day 21, I stopped using condoms and had stopped using condoms for the remainder of our relationship. Things were going great. Things were going wonderful. Until I got a phone call at work from her doctor's office. So I'm at work, and it had been a very crazy, it was not a good day at work because there was a girl that I was smashing at work on the side, and I had smashed her friend. This is all, listen, guys, listen. don't mess with your coworkers. The only reason I was able to keep my job is because, number one, I was a damn good salesman. I was the best freaking inbound telemarketer this world has ever seen. That's the first reason. The second reason is that it's a call center. They don't really care. Everybody is smashing everybody. So my mind was a little bit occupied, right? So I get this phone call, and oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I fast forwarded too much. The reason I'm mentioning my day at work is because my car was in the shop and Christiana had come to pick me up from work. I couldn't go to this was the one time I could not go with her to her appointment to get the shot. This is why I didn't pay attention, right? So, not that I didn't look, but, she says, hey, I went and got my shot. She came and picked me up. She had like the Band-Aid and the bandage and all that good stuff. And I didn't really quiz her. I didn't look for a receipt. I didn't look for any paperwork because my mind was on the fact that the two girls I was smashing were causing a bunch of trouble at work. So in my mind, seeing the gauze pad and the Band-Aid, everything looked exactly the same. At least it did to me, right? No problem. Dude, I just want to get the hell out of work. Listen, just take me home. I got to get the hell out of here. The drama at work, it's too much, whatever. Of course, I didn't tell her what was really going on. So Monday morning, I get back to work. Everything is cool. My supervisor, Eli, calls me and he's like, look, dude, stop smashing these girls, man. Like, he's like, listen, you're the big guy on the phones and girls like that. But dude, like, come on, like you gotta stop this. Like, I can't, like, I'm not going to fire you, dude, but at some point my hands are going to be tied. So I said, okay, fine. Whatever. I was just happy to have kept my job. And so anyway, dude, things are humming along at work. I'm making sales. I get a phone call. I'm like, hello? And I said, she said, yeah, I can't say her, well, I've said her first name, I can't say her, is Christiana, she actually called her Miss, her last name, is Christiana there? I said, no, this is her boyfriend, Donovan. I think you've got the wrong number. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I mean, listen, this is not her. And I didn't want her to tell me anything. Like, I didn't want her to divulge any information because I didn't have express written. Like, you can't just be telling people information about medical information. So I was like, listen, this is Donovan. This is her boyfriend. You need to give her a call. She's like, no. She's like, I already called her and I got the voicemail, but I always call the first contact in case I don't get a hold of her. So she says, can I leave a message with you? I said, okay, all right, sure. She says, God damn, I almost said her last name. She says, have Christiana give me a call back. She missed her appointment on Friday. Remember what happened when she picked me up from work on Friday, guys? Remember that? You guys remember that? Had the gauze pad, had the Band-Aid, all of that stuff. And oh, by the way, she's insatiable that weekend. Dude, we must have banged 15 times. I was like, damn. I was like, you're trying to get pregnant. I actually said it one time. It's like you're trying to get pregnant. Hee, ha, ha, ha. Right? I mean, dude, she'd walk out in the living room wearing nothing but high heels and a smile, and I would smash her senseless without a condom. So I'll never, ever forget this moment. When she told me this, she said, have her give me a call back. She missed her appointment. I was like, okay, I'll forward a message to her, and hung up immediately, right? Hung up immediately. She lied to me. Christiana lied to me. She purposely deceived me for the purposes of me getting her pregnant. This is what, and you want to know something? She'd have probably gotten away with it. I think the depot shot wears off after. Either way, by the time her next appointment comes around, she could easily be pregnant. Dude, by the time her next appointment comes around, she would have been 6 months between shots. Oh, I would have definitely knocked her up. So what do? I immediately call Christiana. Dude, I aired this chick out. Aired her out. Dude, F you. I called her all kinds of names. She's crying. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Hung up on her, dumped her, blocked her number, never called her again, never saw her again. That was it. I was so shook by that. I had to go to Eli's office. Listen, Eli, like, you'll never believe what happened. And he's like, dude, like, and I said, no, it has nothing to do with anyone here. And I told him the story, and he's like, yo. And Eli was a Mexican guy, right? He's like, yo. He's like, Chica's out here pulling this stuff all the time. I was like, fam. I didn't say that. But I was like, dude, you got to let me go home. He's like, oh, yeah, get out of here. He's like, you can take any. Listen, I'm the top sales guy. Says, dude, go home. Get your head on straight. Get all that straightened out. Right? The moral of the story is never trust a woman. Listen, I watched this doctor administer the birth control. And the one time I missed the appointment, that's when she decided to pull the move on me. And if not for Lacey Scott, oh my God, Lacey, if you're out there, dude, if Lacey Scott, and I don't have the problem saying her name on the air, if Lacey Scott does not call me and tell me that Christiana had missed her appointment, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Or I might be sitting here right now, but it would be under very different circumstances. That woman may very well have saved my life. Suffice it to say, I was much more careful after that fiasco. That was, oh my God. I forget what the video is called. I'm sure Dan C will probably know what video that is. He is the human Sharpe encyclopedia. But that was the, I think the video is entitled How I Almost Got Trapped with a Kid. You guys got to go check that out. Got to go check that out. Number 3, the third and final way that I'm going to point out that women try to get impregnated by men, unbeknownst to them. She tells you, it's hard for me to get pregnant, as somebody in the chat alluded to a little earlier. This is another ploy to lull you into a false insecurity. And this is the one they'll pull on the sly, because they'll demand that you use condoms. Well, you have to use condoms, then conveniently forget to tell you a few times. Now, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, I blew my load in her and she didn't seem to have a problem with it, but she told me it's hard for her to get pregnant or that she can't get pregnant, so I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear. Next thing you know, she's pissing on a stick, right? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got a little bit dizzy there. Whew. Damn. I guess it's that West Coast thing. I got a little bit dizzy there. I'm like falling out. Anyway, the next thing you know, she's pissing on a stick and showing you a blue plus sign or the double blue, whatever, clear blue easy. Never, ever, 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 ever believe what a woman tells you when it comes to her reproductive anatomy, gentlemen. Listen, they will always lie, especially when they're trying to get knocked up by you. Now, when you put this all together and, make sure that you stay conscious of this stuff, it's very easy to spot chicks who have the baby rabies, right? If you watch the video I released last night, if you're dating a 31-year-old woman who's told you she's had a miscarriage, she may or may not have had a noit roba, spelled backwards, talks about how much she loves children, asks you about your SAT scores, tells you she's on birth control, that she hasn't been pregnant in 5 years, despite not being careful all the time, it is on you if you knock her up, guys. If you still hit it raw after all that, I can't help you. You can't be helped. Now, that's obviously an extreme example because very few women show every single symptoms of having the baby rabies. But if she shows one or more, guys, you need to have your guard up. And these days, you definitely need to have your guard. You would need to have your guard up anyway because women are not only professional cheaters. Wait a minute, I lost my notes. Where are my notes? Yes. Women are not only professional cheaters, they're professional trap queens. As in trap your sperm in their cease pups, then trap your finances for 18 years and then call themselves queens on Facebook. Never believe these hoes. I think YouTube allows me 3 curse words an episode. And when I say curse words, they don't necessarily have to be curse words. It could be the S word that I use in place of banana gobbler, cucumber connoisseur, bone collector, sausage smoker, things of that nature. 777 people watching, guys. Please hit the like. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and share. Thought I had another super chat, but I guess that was absolutely. Nonstop Dre 360 says the head chef probably watches your content. I don't know, man. Like, dude, Kevin tells me this all the time. He says, Donovan, you're bigger than you think. And I'm like, come on. Like, dude, like, there are some guys who will say, have you heard of XYZ content creator? And I'm like, no. You don't know who he is? And I'm like, no. And I'll go to his channel. He's got like 70 million subscribers. Listen, man. I mean, I appreciate that, Dre. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I don't allow myself, I rarely allow myself to believe that I'm just so big that I'm just going to be recognized everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Avid Hiker says you guys deserve it. You've changed lives and will continue to do so. Yeah, you know, it's I invest, I reinvest, and I invest again. And I'm telling you right now, guys, this venue that we are looking at for this event, it's going to be expensive. It is going to be expensive. Just to give you guys an idea, honestly, I can't even give you a dollar figure. All I can tell you is that I would say between 60 and 70% of whatever I make with Womanese Volume 3, and of course that's less the $40,000 that I invested in the course in the first place. And that's separate from the $35,000 I invested in Studio B. If I do make a decent profit, guys, I'm going to reinvest what I make with Womanese Volume 3, probably 60 to 70%. 60 to 70% of what I make with Womanese Volume 3 is going, it is going directly to the event. It's going to have to. You want to know why? I am flying and put the word out, I am flying all speakers out, first class, both ways. I am putting all of the speakers up. The speakers' flight and room, the speakers' transportation and boarding, flight and hotel will be, all that's covered. All that's going to be covered. That's the first reason. The second reason is every speaker will be paid a fee. Okay? We're not going to do any of this Mickey Mouse, I'll make you an affiliate and pay you 25% of the ticket sales that you make. I'm not doing that Mickey Mouse ADJ thing. I'm not doing that. I think that's an insult to I think that's an insult to content creators and speakers. I'm not going to make my speakers sell tickets. No. If you're a speaker, I'm going to pay you a fee. I'm going to treat you the way you should be treated. I'm going to fly out. I'm going to put you up. You're going to have a good time. That's the next reason. Okay? The fourth reason is because when you see this facility, when you guys start to see some of the marketing, you will understand why. You'll understand why. So again, invest, reinvest, and invest again. Invest, reinvest, and invest again. This is going, listen, I might be biting off more than I can chew here, guys. I'm well aware of that. I'm going to have to hire the right people to really help me to run this thing the best it can be run. But my goal is for this event. I want this to be semi-annual is semi-annual. Yeah, is semi-annual twice a year? Whatever the fancy word is for twice a year. I want this to be the premier event in this community. I want this to be the premier event in this community because the one event, and I'm not going to say any names, but the one event that is, and shout out to those guys because, I love those guys out there. I love a lot of those speakers. I really, really do. I'm still good friends with a lot of them. And hopefully, I'm gonna schedule around what they're doing over there. Hopefully some of my friends will come and speak at my event there. But that event is legit. But the way it's run, like the figurehead, it's a clown show. It really is. Like we cannot, like this community cannot be, the face of this community cannot be someone who thinks he's Donald Trump, who's always taking shots at some of the legends of the community. It just can't be done. The leader of this community, or the face of this community, cannot be someone who associates with guys like MGTOW Dictionary. Can't be done. I will not allow it. I will not allow it. I'm not compete with anybody. I'm not doing anything here. But that's just not right. This is why guys like us get a bad name. And it is my intention to bring respect back to the Red Pill community. Because there certainly is no respect now. That is my intention. And this is why I will invest, reinvest, and invest again. There we go. Corrado. Oh, good to see you in here, Corrado. Good to see you in here, Corrado. Says biannual. What did I say? Semi-annual? See, guys, listen, I'm not, dude, I'm an idiot. I heard you laughing, Dev. I heard that. She thinks I didn't hear her. Listen, I'm not really good at anything, right? I'm not even good at picking up chicks anymore. I left the game 5 years ago. I'm good at hoarding money, and I'm good at content creation. I suck at everything else. I suck at everything else. No, Corrado, it is not going to be live streamed. We are going to do a live version of the 6 at the event, the last day of the event. All panelists from the 6 will be live, and that will be streamed. But no, I'm not going to stream the entire event. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. No. Jeepers Creepers loves the eggplant enthusiast. Larry Sycamore. $5 says, finally getting to catch a live episode. Thanks for all you do, sir. Keep the realness and great content coming. Abso-effing-lutely. Abso-effing-lutely. King Life says, facts. We need to keep the toxicity out of the manosphere. Look, I have no problem with that guy. I really don't. He's never done anything to me. He's never done anything to me. But he attacks my friends. He calls my friends names, and he makes guys like us look bad. He does. He does. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't get on board that. Listen, here's the thing. I actually pulled out of the event because there was a speaker there that was speaking there, but then I talked to some other people, and they said, listen, man, it doesn't matter. Just you're there for the comment. He goes, all right, sit down, okay. So then I told him, hey, listen, man, I'd like to speak again. He says, oh, well, I'm going to take what you said seriously. He said, listen, when I told him that I was pulling out, he said, well, the door is always open. Then when I tried to walk back through that door, he closed it on me. So just trying to play it's always some dark triad BS. I think I'm Donald Trump. I can't work with people where I can't trust what their intentions are, right? Like dealing with this dude, like I never knew what his intentions were. Like I'm not into this playing chess and Robert Greene's 48 Laws of, I'm not, no. Just be straight up, dude. Like just be straight up. If you're pissed off that I walked away, just say that you're pissed off that I walked away. No, give me this long drawn, well, no. You took it seriously when you pulled out, so I'm going to hold you to that. Okay, so basically you're pissed off that I walked away. Got it. It's okay for him to do that, right? Like I don't care. But that said to me that I don't like it when I just don't deal with men who just aren't on some man shit. Like, dude, let's just say what needs to be said. You know what I mean? Like, I want to deal, like, that's why I'm putting this thing together. Look, man, a handshake and listen, are you going to be there? Great. I'll do X, Y, and Z. There's no undercover, I'm going to do this to try to make you and be all the 48 laws of power and all the Sun Tzu art of, no. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm too busy doing live streams, man. I'm too busy trying to help people. I don't care about having leverage. No, I'm not. No, I cannot deal with people like that, and I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm not. So it is what it is. Oh, Theo Waff says semi-annual twice a year. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess it was. Semi-annuals twice a year. Oh, biannual. Oh, so I got it right. All right. Tricky Trini says he's here for the apron. That's funny. Ed Smith says that is male's way of acting like the vindictive female canine. Are you talking about the German Shepherd, Ed? Is that what you're talking about? But yeah, that is what I intend to do. Listen, I might not succeed in bringing, some much needed respect into this sector of the web, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Because like I said, the face of this community should not be the face of this community. He just shouldn't be. Listen, he's a great kid. You know what I mean? Like he's got his head. He's got his head. I mean, his head and his heart's in the right place, but he just goes about it all wrong. He just, I'm not into attacking people and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not about that. No, listen, I used to be, right? Listen, you guys remember me? I used to roast other content creators, right? The two O's. I used to roast those